All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Bogeybill Rail-cum-Road Bridge will strengthen country's defence, prowess and speed up development in Northeast with improved connectivity. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley says a new beginning has been made with corporate social responsibility in the last 4 years. UIDAI asks schools to ensure that no child is denied admission for lack of Aadhaar. Uttarakhand government launches Atal Ayushman Yojana covering every household to avail medical treatment up to 5 lakh rupees annually. Fog and cold wave disrupts normal life across North India. And in cricket, India was 72-1 against Australia on the opening day of the Melbourne Test. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the Bogeybill Rail-cum-Road Bridge over the Brahmaputra in Assam will strengthen the country's defence prowess with movement of vehicles. Mr. Modi was addressing a rally at Karang, Chapori in Dhemaji district yesterday after dedicating the bridge to the nation at Bogeybill. The 4.9-kilometer long double-decker bridge is India's longest and Asia's second longest rail-cum-road bridge, the Prime Minister said.
ये देश का पहला पूरी तरह से स्टील से बना बड़ा ब्रिज है। पानी से 30 मीटर से भी अधिक की ऊंचाई पर बना ये पुल हमारे इंजीनियरिंग और तकनीकी सामर्थ्य की भी मिसाल है। एक साथ गाड़ियां और ट्रेन की रफ्तार और भार सहने की इसकी क्षमता देश की सामरिक शक्ति को भी कई गुना सुदृढ़ करने वाली है.
The Prime Minister also flagged off the first passenger train Tinsukia-Naharlagun Intercity Express over the bridge, which will cut down the train travel time between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh by more than 10 hours. He said the bridge would greatly enhance ease of living and connectivity in the Northeast region. Mr. Modi said for the last 4.5 years, the NDA government has pursued the objective of good governance and the bridge is a symbol of this objective.
ये हमारी सरकार के काम करने का तरीका है, हमारी कार्य संस्कृति है. जब व्यवस्था में पारदर्शिता आती है, भ्रष्टाचार खत्म होता है, सुविधाएं मिलती है, जिंदगी आसान बनती है, तो उसका प्रभाव हर क्षेत्र में दिखता है. हमारे खेलों में भी इसका असर देखने को मिल रहा है. आज असम समेत देश के दूर-दराज के गांव, कस्बों, छोटे शहरों से सामान्य परिवारों से निकले युवा देश का नाम रोशन कर रहे हैं.
The Prime Minister said while only 3 bridges were built over the Brahmaputra in 60 to 70 years, 3 more have been completed in the last 4.5 years. Another 5 are in progress. He said this pace of development will transform the Northeast. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee brought connectivity revolution and paved way for development and growth. Addressing an event to commemorate the memory of the former Prime Minister on his birth anniversary in New Delhi yesterday, Mr. Naidu said Atalji implemented the reform agenda and delivered good governance to the nation amidst great challenges. The Vice President said good governance, providing a responsive administration to the people, especially to the most vulnerable sections of society, was centre to the late BJP leader's administration. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said a new beginning has been made in the past 4 years in India regarding corporate social responsibility. Addressing a function at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi, Mr. Jaitley said social sectors in India get funded more on community basis except for this new beginning. Analyzing the means of funding for India's healthcare and educational bodies as against the global waste, the minister said most hospitals and educational institutes in developed countries get large endowments. These endowments come from the alumni. Once they are successful in life, they keep supporting the institutions. Mr. Jaitley said some IITs have started that experiment now in the country, but still it is not very largely prevalent. The Unique Identification Authority of India, UIDAI, has asserted that schools cannot make the 12-digit biometric identifier a precondition for student admission. It has asked schools to ensure that no child is denied admission for lack of Aadhaar. Talking to AIR this morning, UIDAI Chief Executive Officer Ajay Bhushan Pandey said,
हमने सभी स्कूलों को बताया है कि उसका आधार है तो आधार दे दें, उसके पेरेंट्स हैं तो उनका आधार दे दें, लेकिन जिनके पास आधार नहीं है तो उनको एडमिशन से वंचित न करें, उनको एडमिशन दे दें। और ये भी निर्देश है कि एक बार स्कूल में एडमिशन हो जाए तो उसके बाद उसके स्कूल में स्पेशल कैंप लगवा करके अगले 3-4 महीनों में उसका आधार बनवा दें।
Mr. Pandey said asking for Aadhaar cards for admissions is not as per the provisions of law, and doing so will be against the recent order of the Supreme Court. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. You can also log on to our website newsonair.nic.in. Uttarakhand government has launched the Atal Ayushman Yojana, covering every household in the state to avail free medical treatment of up to 5 lakh rupees annually. Launching the scheme in Dehradun yesterday, Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat said it will benefit 23 lakh households and cover 1,350 critical diseases. Details from a correspondent.
With the implementation of the scheme, Uttarakhand has become the first state where all the residents will be provided free health security by the state. The scheme will be implemented in the entire state soon. Accredited journalists to get the benefits of the scheme like government employees. On this occasion, the Chief Minister also distributed golden cards whose beneficiaries represent the MOUs with identified private hospitals for this scheme were also exchanged. The Chief Minister announced to start free OPDs for children and old persons also. Raghavesh Pandey, AIR News, Dehradun.
Health Minister J.P. Nadda has said the National Cancer Institute at Jhajjar in Haryana will be open to public by the third week of next month. Mr. Nadda was speaking during an event at AIIMS in New Delhi yesterday. The institute, being considered as a landmark in the field of cancer research in the country, shall lessen the deficit of tertiary cancer care in the northern region. The institute will have 710 beds, out of which 200 beds will be dedicated for translational research on India's specific cancers. Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani laid foundation stones for projects worth 666 crore rupees across the state yesterday to mark the completion of 1 year in office. An official release said as many as 5,538 projects related to the education sector were launched by Mr. Rupani through remote control from a function held at the Gandhinagar Civil Hospital. The projects include 5,179 newly built classrooms of schools and colleges, 9 polytechnic college buildings, and 350 Anganwadi centers. Fog and cold wave are disrupting normal life across North India. Delhi recorded the coldest temperature of the season this morning, with the mercury dipping to 3.8 degrees Celsius. The minimum temperature is 4 notches below the season's average. Talking to AIR, scientist in the Met Department, Mr. Charan Singh said that intense cold wave is expected to continue north, west, and a part of the country for the next couple of days.
The area of cold wave likely to expand to Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Saurashtra and Kutch. The minimum temperature likely to continue below normal. The dense fog likely to continue over Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan in early morning hours. Intense western disturbance which caused the rainfall activity over northwest India is not likely another 4 to 5 days. So the weather mainly clear during the daytime.
Whole of Uttar Pradesh is in the grip of intense cold wave. Our correspondent reports that intense cold and dense fog are badly affecting smooth vehicular traffic.
Muzaffarnagar continues to be the coldest place in the state, recording the lowest temperature of 1.6 degrees Celsius, which is 5 degrees below normal. Night temperatures remain below normal in Varanasi, Faizabad, Allahabad, Lucknow, Bareilly, Meerut and Agra divisions. In the state capital Lucknow, night temperature plummeted to 4.8 degrees, which was 4 degrees below normal. Railways has cancelled as many as 46 trains already and recently cancelled Gomti Express, which runs daily between Lucknow to Delhi, and Humsafar Express, which runs between Gorakhpur to Delhi. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The cold wave tightened its grip on Himachal Pradesh, with the mercury plunging to minus 9.4 degrees Celsius in Kelang and popular tourist destination Manali reeling at minus 3.2 degrees Celsius. The footfall of tourists, both domestic and international, has increased remarkably in Kashmir in the last 2 months, raising hopes of a better tourist season and New Year. A report from a Srinagar correspondent.
The tourist resorts in Kashmir Valley are seeing a good hustle and bustle these days. The occupancy at world-famous ski resort of Gulmarg, the early snowfall in November has brought cheer to those related to tourist trade at snow-clad tourist resorts and also at half-frozen Dal Lake. Domestic and international tourists are seen enjoying the scene of the weather. The queries and bookings for the new year are also said to be encouraging. Mushtaq Ahmed Tantre, AIR News, Srinagar.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed grief over the demise of renowned social worker and Padma Shri Shulgitti Narsamma. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said the efforts of providing midwifery services in Karnataka will always be remembered. The Prime Minister said the social worker's kindness endeared her to the poorer sections of society. 98-year-old Shulgitti Narsamma passed away in Bangalore yesterday. The News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting its year-end program series. In the series, we bring you discussions on core sectors and flagship schemes of the government. Today, there will be a discussion on India and its international relations. Tune in to FM Gold channel at 9:30 tonight to listen to the special series. In cricket, India were 84-1 against Australia on the opening day of the Melbourne Test when reports last came in. Mayank Agarwal has made a half-century on his debut. He was at the crease on 52 along with Cheteshwar Pujara on 18. Hanuma Bihari was the wicket that fell. He was out for just 8 off paceman Pat Cummins. Earlier, India won the toss and opted to bat. Hyderabad Hunters recorded the second consecutive win of the Premier Badminton League when they defeated Chennai Smashers 4-1 at Hyderabad last night. The victory for Hyderabad came even as its star shuttler and Rio Olympic silver medalist PV Sindhu suffered a shocking loss to Chennai's Sung Ji Hyun of South Korea 13-15, 15-14, 7-15. Today, Delhi Dashers will face Northeastern Warriors at Hyderabad at 7 p.m. And now, for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Taneja.
Thank you, Abhishek. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurating the Bogibeel Bridge in Assam is the story that finds mention in the front pages of most of the dailies this morning. PM opens bridge crucial for Northeast, takes aim at Congress, leads the Hindustan Times, adding, says project would have finished sooner had Vajpayee returned to power. Promises more development. The statesman, quoting the Prime Minister, writes, dilly-dallying approach done away with. Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy finding himself in a raging controversy is another story that is keenly tracked by the press. Karnataka CM in a spot over shoot mercilessly video, writes the Asian Age. The paper also writes that CM says it was an emotional outburst at the murder of a party worker. On Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad batting for SC/STs, the Times of India writes, now Law Minister pushes for SC/ST quota in lower judiciary. Referring to the proposed federal front by West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her Odisha counterpart Naveen Patnaik, the Pioneer leads with Federal Front staggers. Post tepid response from TMC and BJD, KCR hopes hinge on SP-BSP. Dal Lake starts to freeze. Cold wave to grow bitter, states the DNA, adding Ladakh shivers at minus 19.5 degrees centigrade. Temperature in Himachal drops to minus 9.4 degrees centigrade. And finally, Leh makes short work of mountain of waste. Well, the Hindu reports that authorities in tourist hotspot Leh have put 65 tons of waste to productive use after the ecologically sensitive region's garbage output went up drastically following the release of 3 idiots on Christmas Day 9 years ago, drawing tourists in hordes. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Tanvi. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Bogibeel Rail-cum-Road Bridge will strengthen country's defence prowess and speed up development in the northeast with improved connectivity. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley says a new beginning has been made with corporate social responsibility in the last 4 years. UIDAI asks schools to ensure that no child is denied admission for lack of Aadhaar. Uttarakhand government launches Atal Ayushman Yojana covering every household to avail medical treatment up to 5 lakh rupees annually. Fog and cold wave disrupts normal life across North India. And in cricket, India were 85-1 against Australia on the opening day of the Melbourne Test. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.